Meet Emily Pierce, a mid-30s skeptic of spirituality who underwent a life-altering near-death experience, NDE, after a harrowing car accident. As her consciousness slipped away, she plunged into a realm that shattered her beliefs, unveiling unsettling truths about the dark side of existence. What if everything you believe about reality is about to be shattered? What if the unseen forces of existence were waiting to reveal their terrifying truths? Prepare yourself. You won't believe the horrifying revelations Emily unearthed in the depths of darkness. What terrifying truths awaited Emily in her near-death journey? Could her insights change your perception of life and death forever? Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more mind-bending journeys into the unknown. In that split second, time felt like it collapsed. The world around me distorted as if I was watching a slow-motion replay of my own life. I could feel the cold metal press against my skin, the warmth fading from my limbs. Then came the crash. Sudden, violent, yet somehow distant. The noise of shattering glass and twisted steel felt like an echo from another reality. It was surreal, as if I was both inside the car and outside of it at the same time. Floating above my broken body, a profound calm enveloped me. I gazed down, seeing my lifeless form crumpled in a way that felt foreign, alien. This wasn't me. I couldn't comprehend how it was possible to witness my own demise without any sense of dread flooding my system. Instead of panic, I felt an overwhelming serenity. It was as if time had peeled back layers of existence and I was left with just pure consciousness, awash in tranquility amidst chaos. As I hovered there, untethered to the worries of my earthly life, an eerie darkness beckoned me. It was not the typical darkness you imagine when you close your eyes. It was rich, almost tangible, evoking curiosity, a pull that was both comforting and unsettling. It whispered promises of insights long buried beneath the surface of my waking life. The sensation of detachment wrapped around me like a warm embrace, urging me to explore this new state of being. I couldn't help but wonder, what lay beyond this stillness? What truths would I uncover if I was truly willing to step into the unknown? I sensed a transition happening, a journey awaiting me just beyond the veil of this darkness. Every fiber of my being teetered on the edge, caught between the life I'd always known and the vast, uncensored abyss, inviting me to understand what lay within. I could see flickers of light dancing within the shadows, each one potent with meaning, echoing the hidden depths of existence that most feared to confront. Shadows that loomed around me seemed to shimmer, revealing fragments of forgotten memories, past choices, and voices long silenced, all blending into a prism of colors that sang of life and death. The allure of embracing this darkness was overpowering, pulling me closer, as if I was destined to unravel its complexities. What does it mean to truly surrender to darkness? The question lingered in my mind, tantalizing and profound, teasing the depths of a revelation I couldn't yet grasp. I felt myself inching closer, wondering what awaited me on the other side of understanding, ready to plunge into the mysteries that whispered beneath the surface of consciousness. As I surrendered to this dark side, an unsettling chill washed over me, sinking deeper into my very being. Desolate landscapes stretched endlessly before me, painted in hues of gray that blurred the line between reality and nightmare. Shadowy figures loomed in the distance, their forms shifting yet stable, watching me with an intensity that felt piercing. There was no judgment in their gaze, merely an acknowledgement of my existence in this forsaken realm. It was eerie, yet in that very eeriness I felt an unusual spark of curiosity igniting within me. What truths lay hidden in this abyss? I wondered, heart pounding as fear wrapped its icy fingers around my chest. The darkness felt suffocating, yet it beckoned me closer, urging exploration. I realized fear often serves as a compass, leading us to the unexplored corners of our psyche. Could fear be a gateway to deeper understanding? The question played on repeat in my mind, challenging everything I assumed I knew about vulnerability and strength. Though discomforted, I took a tentative step forward. The ground beneath me felt unsteady, almost murmurous, whispering secrets with each movement. Little did I know, every shadow concealed a lesson, a revelation waiting to unfold. The air was thick with tension, and as I ventured deeper into the darkness, my senses heightened. A sense of introspection enveloped me. It was as if the very essence of my being resonated with this realm. In the distance, flickers of light danced momentarily, teasing me with glimpses of what could be. My pulse quickened. Could these flickers be moments of insight, reflections of truths I had long suppressed? Eager and anxious, I pressed on, my surroundings shifting with each thought I entertained. Shapes morphed around me, echoing the struggles and fears of humanity, as if the dark side acted as a mirror reflecting our collective shadows. I breathed deeply, allowing the weight of the darkness to settle. Here, in this uncanny abyss, I began to piece together fragments of my own existence. The shadows seemed to hum with stories untold, fables of choices, sacrifices, and the relentless pursuit of meaning. This place, for all its gloom, felt strangely sacred, a haven for the lessons I had yet to learn. But what truths lay hidden within this desolate space? I couldn't shake the feeling that I was on the precipice of understanding something profound, something that would alter my perception of life and existence. As I ventured further, curiosity mingled with dread, each step leading me deeper into the unknown. I was no longer merely a visitor, I was a seeker, hungry for wisdom cloaked in darkness. What awaited me in this murky depth? I felt the stirring of change on the horizon, a transformation fueled by the shadows whispering around me. I knew my journey was just beginning, each flicker and form a clue, unveiling the mysteries that lay beneath the surface of existence. In the midst of the oppressive shadows, a sudden rush of clarity surged within me, cutting through the fog of confusion that had enshrouded my senses. It was as if a veil had been lifted, unveiling startling truths about existence that had eluded me for so long. As I peered deeper into this eerie realm, I saw visions of moral consequences spiraling out, like threads intertwined in a vast tapestry. Each thread represented a choice made by humanity, each decision intricately woven into the fabric of our collective struggles. I could feel the weight of these choices pressing down on me, each one echoing with profound implications. It was a stark reminder of how every action, no matter how seemingly insignificant, reverberates through time, affecting lives in ways I had never before comprehended. Suddenly, the narratives I had constructed around life and death began to dissolve, revealing an urgent truth that demanded confrontation. In the depths of despair, clarity became my guide, I realized, feeling an intense urge to embrace this newfound understanding. While many shun the darker aspects of our existence, here, in the very heart of darkness, lay potent lessons often masked in fear and denial. I was being shown not just the harsh realities of life, but also the illuminating power of awareness, understanding that brought with it a terrible beauty. I bore witness to the struggles that so many faced, each snap of a choice resonating like a distant echo, reminding me that we are all connected by the roads we choose to travel. And yet, as this revelation took hold, I couldn't shake an unease that nestled within me like a flickering candle in a storm. What moral consequences would I face as I confronted these truths? The questions clawed at the edges of my mind, a gnawing tension threading itself through the very fabric of my consciousness. As the visions unfolded, I caught glimpses of lives intertwined, heartbreaking choices, and the many shades that exist within goodness and evil. The deeper I delved, the more the weight of my own decisions loomed over me, a burden I could neither ignore nor escape. Prepare to confront your own understanding of life and death, I thought, feeling the stirring of dread mixed with resolve. These revelations were not simply for my eyes, they held implications that stretched beyond my solitary experience, reaching into the hearts of everyone who dared to ponder the haunting spectre of existence. With every instinct screaming for me to flee, I stood vigil in the face of the impending storm, knowing that embracing this profound awareness was the only way forward. In the shadows, an entity awaited, and it knew my darkest fears. As I felt the cold air shift around me, a towering figure emerged, casting a long, ominous shadow. Its mere presence was suffocating, instilling a sense of dread that clawed at my insides. I wanted to look away, to retreat into the safety of ignorance, but I was frozen. Something deep inside me knew that this encounter was inevitable. I had come face to face with a force of nature, an entity that embodied authority and an unsettling grasp of the reality I so desperately tried to avoid. The moment it approached, a wave of emotion crashed over me, thick and unyielding. This was no ordinary being. It communicated not through words, but through feelings, overwhelming currents of knowing that pierced the veil of my soul. It was as if every fear I had harbored was on display, laid bare for this dark figure to scrutinize and assess. I felt exposed, the weight of my choices bearing down on me like an anchor, pulling me into depths I never thought I would have to confront. In that space, the entity showed me fragments of my life, the moments where I had chosen convenience over conviction, where the easy path overshadowed the one that could lead to growth. Each reminder unfolded like a delicate thread, weaving together a tapestry of my existence that highlighted the complexities of choice, morality, and the nature of evil itself. I was forced to recognize that every decision echoes beyond our understanding, rippling into the fabric of reality, influencing lives unseen and choices yet to come. As I grappled with this realization, I understood that my soul was not an isolated vessel. Instead, my existence was intricately tied to the world around me. The entity's intent was not to condemn, but to enlighten, urging me to wake up to the profound responsibilities that accompany each choice we make. I could sense the urgency behind its unspoken warnings, like the collective heartbeat of humanity thrumming beneath the surface, begging to be acknowledged. Yet just as quickly as these insights arose, uncertainty loomed large. I felt the weight of accountability settle deep within my bones, and questions swirled relentlessly through my mind. What sinister truths would this entity reveal? Would I be able to bear the burden of knowledge that lay ahead? The darkness surrounding me seemed to deepen, the stakes rising higher as I prepared myself for the revelations that awaited. I braced for the inevitable, because if there is one thing I learned, it is that the darkest shadows often reveal the most profound light. As the entity drew closer, I could feel a chilling sense of urgency engulf the space around me. Its gaze pierced through the layers of my being, tapping into a profound reservoir of knowledge. In that moment, it began to reveal prophetic visions, vivid scenes that danced before my eyes in sharp contrast to the darkness enveloping me. I witnessed flashes of societal chaos, cities consumed by riots, communities fractured by hatred, and the relentless pulse of confusion gripping the hearts of many. But it didn't stop there. The entity showcased impending ecological collapse, forests engulfed in flames, waters rising with fury, and landscapes transformed into lifeless wastelands. Each heartbreaking image felt like a dagger to my soul, an unbearable weight pressing down, begging me to heed its warnings. It implored me to understand the urgency of these messages, unveiling fragmented timelines spiraling out from our present reality, displaying foreboding futures if humanity persisted on its reckless path. What it showed me next could alter humanity's course. How could it not? My heart raced with a mix of terror and a flicker of hope. Was there still time to avert this fate? In those flashes of turmoil, I recognized the echoes of warning signs from our world, the bubbling discontent, the profound disconnection from nature and one another. The entity communicated not just in images, but in feelings, burrowing a sense of responsibility deep within me. It thrummed with a clarity that demanded action, urging me to facilitate change, to awaken awareness before it was too late. What if we are teetering on the brink of irreversible change? As the visions unfolded, I felt the enormity of the truth for what it was, a call to arms, a plea from the universe itself. I wanted to scream, to shake the hearts of those around me awake, to guide them toward understanding what was truly at stake. Yet a profound question loomed like a shadow above me. Would I be able to convey these messages in time? With each passing moment, I recognized the importance of sharing what I saw, yet the burden of this responsibility felt heavier than I could imagine. In that dark embrace, I came face to face with not only the fragile threads connecting us all, but also the grim reality of our choices. The weight of the delicate balance we dance upon became all too clear, and I couldn't escape the stark implication that our decisions today would shape the world of tomorrow. As the images continued to swirl, it was evident that something vital had to be done. Every action we take weaves into the fabric of existence. This profound realization overwhelmed me as I hovered in that twilight space between life and death, where every decision, every emotion, and every moment became painfully clear. I understood, much more deeply than ever, that our choices ripple outward, affecting not only our own lives, but intertwining with the destinies of those around us. Each thought, each whisper of an intention, is like threads spun from the tapestry of our shared reality, melding together to form the intricate design of humanity's journey. The gravity of this responsibility weighed heavily on my soul, stirring in me both dread and awe. I have come to realize that sharing these insights is not just a personal mission. It is a calling to inspire others to look beyond fear and understand the deeper truths of existence. In grappling with the darker truths of my own experience, I felt an urge to shine a light into those shadowy corners of life that we often avoid. It is in those shadows where profound insights often hide, waiting to transform our understanding of ourselves and the world. By revealing my journey through this dark night, I hope to encourage others to confront their shadows, to become aware of the choices they make and the silent power those choices wield. And so, I pose this challenge to you. How will you confront your darker truths? Take a moment to consider this question. What hidden parts of yourself are you ready to acknowledge? This is not merely an intellectual exercise. It is a crucial step in the journey of personal evolution. When we face our darker aspects, we reclaim our power. Sharing your thoughts in the comments could spark a conversation where we all support one another in this radical exploration of self. Within this community, we can engage in a collective examination of the choices we make and the truth that lies beneath the surface of our lives. As I reflect on my experiences, a lingering thought remains with me. Could my experience be a call to awaken? An invitation for all of us to embrace our interconnectedness, to recognize the weight of our actions and the shadows within? Each of us has a role to play in this grand tapestry, and by awakening to our truths, we can illuminate the path for others. This journey is not solely mine. It belongs to everyone who seeks understanding and connection beyond the superficial facets of existence. If these insights resonate with you, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need to hear this message. Join our community as we continue exploring life's mysteries together. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Until next time, stay curious and keep seeking the truth.